Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd, playing as Tumbuka. And we're going for the Laughingstock achievement, which you could get as any nation, presumably non-custom nation. And we've chosen Tumbuka because they're close to Hehe. And we can get Lolland, which we don't need. But we then need to take Hehe from Morocco and Lolland from Denmark. So we're going to do that. But first, got all sorts of other stuff that we need to accomplish. Okay, Royal Fires, we can get lowered unrest for the next 10 years at the cost of a little bit of autonomy. Since we're basically stuck at peace for now, that's not really a problem, because our autonomy will be ticking down while we're at peace. And the reason why we're stuck at peace is because our main target right now would be Kilwa, and they are 2 military tech levels ahead of us. They have feudalism, so we need to get caught up. I think from now on we're going to save our military power. We'll just use the other kinds of points. Ooh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, Matapa. I'd have to rival you. And we can't embargo them because they just broke the alliance, so we have a truce. We could get a new ally. Somebody to dissuade them from attacking us. Congo won't accept, so I'm going to go for Lolland here. The flag's pretty cool, so that's worth something. We can break this royal marriage because of only 1 prestige, since we are rivals. Okay, replacement royal marriage, and let's start building up some spy power. Ooh, -2 unrest for the rest of this ruler's life. Now we're going to go for a little bit of legitimacy, because I think we've got our unrest under control for the moment. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a problem. I haven't realized that they're bringing troops over. They're going to wreck us. Hopefully not stack wipe us, though. Block the Cult of Islam. And I don't think we could win this. But we're going to shift our focus to military. See how long we can hold out. Potentially, if we build up enough troops, we might be able to hold out. Let's get another unit here. And we do have allies who fortunately answered that call to arms. But it's going to be difficult for them to get down here. It looks like Kilwa brought in Mombasa as well. So sadly, our allies have to fight through these natives. This guy isn't going to do. We need to take out a loan and get a better one. Let's fire him, and hope for a plus discipline guy. And there we have one. Okay. I need to actually hire him, though. And we're going to wait a month so we get a little bit more morale. It's friendly territory, so we'll get men back more quickly than they will. I'll try to engage before these guys get over here. Oh, they got a huge manpower advantage. Or, morale advantage. Just look at that. And that's really unfortunate, because now we have to fight through natives to get back. This is going to get ugly. Since we sorted out the garrison, this fort is pretty weak. I mean, the Tapa. This is your fault. Okay, Luba, let's get some access through your country. Okay, where's the best province to go through? Looks like it's gonna have to be there. So let's wait another month for some more men and morale. And we'll cross through here. We're going to need to mark up. Okay, at least we have the numbers there. Out of manpower, so I'm just going to consolidate these guys down. Those 11 units, we can't win our way through that. Come on, allies. Don't be as bad as we are on the battlefield. Okay, we also need some spy power here. Yeah, I was hoping that this war would take longer. We'd have a chance to get caught up a little bit on tech. No. We do not want to waste manpower to get a colony here that we can't defend. It's madmen. Okay, the 222 is below average, so I'm definitely not going to. Ooh, people expect us. I have to give them one province. Yeah. Have a stability hit if we didn't do that. Okay. It's not often that I lose wars hands down like that, but yeah, there is nothing we were going to be able to do to get out of that less painfully than we did. And when we set this last guy to improving relations with our allies, because we are going to depend upon them. We can get another unit, but we don't have the manpower. Okay, how are they doing? They're still at military tech 2, so it's not just us. Okay, feudalism is growing ever so slightly. But Sofala got it next, so we no longer get that bonus for having a friendly neighbor, just having a neighbor. That could have turned out better for us. Okay, I think we are going to have to fire somebody. Because we're losing money due to having to pay out 0.64 ducats every month to Kilwa. As long as our trust the top will last another 2 years. Okay, so feudalism is present in our capital. And now we no longer need this. Wow, it's not spreading very quickly. Let's lose the prestige. Yeah, it's not spreading very rapidly. If we're going to embrace it, we're going to have to do it. Through a couple of loans. I wonder why their troops are out here. That's weird. Alright, so now we have to figure out which province we're going to develop next to try getting the Renaissance. And it's probably this one. So we're going to save up these points. And we'll just tech up our military. If we can beat them, military tech, we should be able to defeat them on the battlefield. They've only got 10,000 troops, so we have more troops than them. And let's go for the same one that we just took. Same cult. Get a claim there. This guy's not doing us much good after that, so let's improve relations with our allies further. We may have to depend upon them at some point. And we can get another unit of troops. Let's get another unit. Okay, do we want prestige and legitimacy? Diplo points, stability. Let's get some more stability. And let's top off relations here. So at least we're getting a neighbor bonus off of them for their military attack 3. I want our institutions spread throughout here a little bit more rapidly. And they were military tech 3. Could have waited, but the cost for not having the Renaissance is going to drive that up further and further over time. Okay, we can get some cash. Let's do that. Yeah, I think we have to do this. We got caught in Mutapa. Let's pay off one of these loans. This guy's idle. Yeah, we'll leave him here. That's probably going to be our next military target. Truce expires in a couple months, so in fact I'm just going to start paying our troops their full wages. We need a military leader. And we're just going to take one there. He's a 3-2-2-1, so that's pretty good for what we've got. We should be able to take their capital. Some of this other stuff. This should be the only really difficult province. Statesman's died. I'm not going to replace him yet because we don't have the money for that. Ugh. This is prestige for now. So we're going to take some territory if everything goes according to plan. Anyway, to deal with a bunch of rebels over it. Okay. Now, we're going to try getting in here more quickly than they can. Okay, Glory Seeker. Wipe them out, and then we'll just spread out and carpet siege them. We didn't quite wipe them out. We might be able to here. We did. Okay. One troop down there. One troop here. Two there. Two there. Two there. And that's not enough to siege out some of this stuff. But all we're trying to do is make sure that we get there first. Looks like we pulled that off across the board. Add our force limit. Could develop to spur on the growth of feudalism. Yeah, we're in charge of both of those. Yeah, we're just going to take everything of them. Everything we can. Maybe leave some stuff over here if we can't take it all. We're not merging these guys up because I don't want to surrender control over this to anyone else. It would only go to Moravia. Since it's just the two of us. Okay, we should be fine. If Kilwa had troops there, reorganizing could surrender control over the siege. And they hit military tech 5. That is scary. Can we get it all? We can. Okay, now we have a fort here. I really don't want to deal with a bunch of unrest over this, because we don't have any manpower to put them down. So basically any non-gold provinces just going to increase the autonomy. The gold ones, we won't. We'll just station troops there. They're probably really pissed. Tipla Rep will help in case we need to call on allies to protect us. And let's improve relations with allies. Okay, we can get Tipla power or stability or military points. Let's go for another point of stability. Hurry it up, we need these to spread so I can start developing. Because that's the only way we're going to get caught up with them in military tech. Queen Regent is Craven. I mean, she does have 5 military, so if we can avoid war, she'll help us get caught up in the tech, but if we can't avoid war, she's going to pose some problems for us. Okay, I lose 10 legitimacy. We do get some taxes. Yeah, that at least prevents us from having upset estates. And I do want to actually improve relations with their allies. Because when they declared war on us, they brought in allies last time. I want that to happen again. I want the people like us enough that they're not going to join the war against us. How long until that truce expires? We have another year. Another year to get tougher. I have 10,000 troops, we have 13. We're going to get a 14th. I don't care about a little bit of debt for now, because we have a lot of gold. A lot of gold mines, so eventually our economy will get stronger as we bring down this autonomy and get all this stuff stated. Of course, even this stuff will be valuable as we give it out to estates. Okay, we're allowed 6 more states, so we could basically state everything, I'm thinking. So Butua. Maybe we'll state you up. And this is almost present, so we're going to be using our Diplo points on that. Unless... Yeah, we'll probably take that pretty soon too. Our clergy is going to want this province. Okay, how you doing up here? Feudalism is embraced, so we're going to shift this to encourage development. And now we're going to start dumping in Diplo. Okay, we can get another unit of troops. I'm going to do that. For Zambezi, definitely. And we could get a colony, but no, we're going to get admin. Okay, why don't we seek their support? And we're going to core this one first and give it to our merchant guilds. Hopefully they'll be able to give us something in return soon. Military Tech 4. That's nice. So they do have 1 point advantage on us. We're in a much better situation relative to them than during that first war. And we're going to keep paying our troops to suppress rebels, and because our truce is about to expire. Okay, Zumbo doesn't produce anything of paramount interest, but we could give that away to an estate. Sapa produces gold though, so that's higher priority. Get that autonomy down. Okay, we can call for a diet here. I'm going to do that. I want them to be happy with us. I can make another state, Zimbabwe. I'm going to do that. And we need to give something to our clergy. So it's just 3 development. We'll give that to our clergy. Okay, we're not losing any money at the moment. We're actually making just a little bit. And we have 15 troops to Kilwa's 10. Unless they've got more. Yeah, so we should be able to match them, particularly with allies, and hopefully their allies won't be willing to join. I'm going to prioritize getting gold. Of course, we could develop to get a little bit more gold. Spend some money to make our merchants like us more. Okay, so Zimbabwe's probably the next one we want to work on. Okay, we can make them like us even more, so that we can enjoy larger bonuses here. Potentially pay off smaller loans, so let's do that. Oh, this is certainly exciting. I do want to see how quickly they're progressing Renaissance. They're not. They're not developing at all. So they're going to fall behind. We do have to play catch-up. At least we've got a score of 5 for a few years here. How much more could we get this up? Another 6 points. We'll do that for now. Let's see if there's anything that we could do to make them like us more. Potentially send them a gift or something. Send a Zumbo. These two. But 2 is probably the best of the bunch. Yeah, that's the next one we're gonna get. Okay, allies, definitely allies. And then we'll integrate them in. Shouldn't take very long, they're just like 3 development. Yes, we know, Kilwa. Believe me, we'll have that talk. It'll happen soon, don't you worry. If they reach 6 before we reach 5, they will have a much better army than us. So I think both 5 and 6 are pretty important for East Africans. Okay, we've got some idle guys. Why don't we work on outraged countries, if they exist? Yeah. Because we took over a lot of land. Some people are probably upset with us. And we're losing money because we went over our force limit. But that's fine, because we'll probably have to fight some rebels soon. And we'll just consolidate down after that. Let's get the admin points. Let's see if they're getting any more troops. No, they haven't. Okay, the one thing I didn't do, that I really should do, is now that we no longer have a peace treaty, let's issue an embargo. And see if we can bait them into attacking us. We have more troops, we've closed the gap, we have allies. lower unrest, but lower missionary strength. That's fine. I don't think we have anyone that we need to be converting. Yeah, for the next 10 years. I mean, who cares? We get some admin points out of the deal. And we can dump them up here into development. Again, we're saving our military points, because we need to get caught up on military tech. We have some excess Diplo. So we'll increase our income. That does potentially make our rebel stacks in those provinces larger. Let's start building up some spy power in case there is a war. We're 5% further along towards the Renaissance than they are. So, there's that. Let's get in our time. We're at 36 minutes. I'm going to stop here. Thank you for watching.